just started mining from this one, only about 100 from this one. So Moon really far behind in terms of economy at 55 food though, and does have the hero level advantages. And I imagine Soccer's about 60 food. 66 actually, that's not bad. Has one fairy dragon and has started rebuilding archers as well. Obviously we saw at one point they didn't have any, but archers are just so good against dots and fairy dragons and hippogriffs that it's worth having a couple. And Moon with 3 fairy dragons now, that's almost overkill really. Certainly you doesn't really need any more than that. You should, if anything, you should start building hippogriffs now, I think, just to take out the Soccer's hippogriffs and fairy dragons. Because fairy dragons are just so effective against dots that you really need to be able to take them out, and to do that you need all your hippogriffs obviously. And Moon hasn't even mined any gold yet, and being forced to repair his mine. Obviously repairing your mine is free, but you still don't want to have to do it if you can be mining instead. And Moon actually trying to get a bit of a sneaky position here, not going for the obvious position. And it looks like a little battle's going to take place here. Obviously, Moon with a bit of a food disadvantage, but hero advantage. And I think especially that Tinker advantage is going to be quite nice. Obviously, level 2 Pocket Factory is very good, and Soccer is put a bit on the run here. And he does turn around. It looks like he's going to get that Hippogriff as well. So that's... Oh, no, he doesn't. 12 hit points. Very nice for him. Meanwhile, Soccer does need to be careful not to lose too many units, just because level 6 Demon Hunter could be a factor later on. And Fairy Dragons now being forced away for Soccer, and so many things being cycloned at this point. Obviously, main target is just keep the heroes in the air, and especially the Demon Hunter. Really, Demon Hunter, especially with an orb, is just so powerful. Once the Tinker's put down his factory, that's half his damage done. But Soccer, just so many low units here, really needs to get out of this battle. So very nicely fought there by Moon. Certainly, I think Moon didn't have much of an advantage, if he had any at all, because he didn't have the unit advantage. But really managed to fight a lot better in that battle. And level 4 on the Tinker now, and if he doesn't have enough mana for another factory, probably it's on cooldown as well. But Forked Lightning certainly out there, and still level 2 Forked Lightning, almost level 3. He'll get level 5 Naga soon. Meanwhile, Tinker's very low, but looks like he will manage to get away. Level 5 on the Naga. Soccer losing a lot of units now. I'm not sure if he has a TP, but he probably should have used it a while back. Tinker managing to heal up now a bit, so that's going to be good for him. But Soccer really has his army split a bit, and he's going to need to be able to. He's going to need to run all these units away. Tinker in a bit of trouble now. Moon not running any units down though to actually intercept. That's a bit surprising. Maybe he can catch up. No, it doesn't look like he can. Bit of trouble for Moon. Maybe a bit of a tactical mistake, but actually, it looks like Tinker was actually moving a bit slowly, and does get killed in the end. So a bit more bad luck there for Soccer, but he does just have such an economy advantage at this point. It seems amazing that Moon can really be fighting, because he's down in terms of mines. Maybe he's not even going to build another expansion. Yeah, he's just walking his natural over, which actually is taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure if there's a factory put down or something that's just to do a lot of damage. But meanwhile, Soccer actually has uprooted his expansion. I'm not sure where he's going to be going with it. It's over here. It looks like he's actually he's going to bring it into the fight. That's pretty pimpy. It's also pretty scary, really. But obviously, if he loses it, the big problem is going to be not being able to shop anymore to get any of the good items. And let's just take a look at Moon's items quickly. We haven't taken a look at them in a while. Anti-magic potion. Is that just one staff actually for Moon? I guess that's not overly surprising. But against dots. Oh, actually, Soccer just putting up his expansion at the entrance to his base so he can beat down on any units that try and come up. I guess that's pretty sensible. But I would have liked to bring it to the to my next fight, but maybe I'm just a bit too reckless, and that's why I've never gone pro. But Moon now just finishing creeping out these units, and level 4 and a bit for Tinker, almost 5. Cyclone Wisp obviously just doesn't want to let the detonate happen, so she really move all his units away, and then just focus fire on it as soon as it comes down. And Moon's quite a nice position there on his Tree of Eternity. Actually getting detonated quite a few units, a bit careless there by Moon. I like this position of the Tree of Eternity. It's going to be very hard for Soccer to come in and kill. It's quite well hidden without having to spend too much time eating trees. And Moon's brought his Ancient of War out to the front of the battle. That's quite clever as well. Obviously, if he's not going to be producing archers, it's quite nice to have it. And Soccer is actually bringing his Tree of Eternity to the battle. I'm very pleased by that. And Ancient of War as well, so it looks like we're getting a bit of Lord of the Rings style stuff here. And 58 food for Soccer and 58 food for Moon. So Moon's managed to keep it equal by through hero kills, I guess. Just managed to make Soccer waste gold on other things rather than units. Meanwhile, Moon actually has a pretty nice air army here: 2 hippogriffs and 3 dots. I'm not sure what Soccer has. Soccer has only 1 hippogriff and 2 dots. Oh, sorry, did I say dots? I meant fairy dragons. So a bit nicer there for Moon, but obviously that means he's going to have fewer dots, because we can assume that their economies are pretty similar at this point, and in terms of lumber wisps and stuff. And immediately 2 falcon factories being thrown down, and Soccer should really root this Tree of Eternity, I think, because he just wants it to sort of get in the way. But Moon now moving around, looks like he's going to try and get some better positioning. Tree of Eternity should really eat a tree. Yeah, he does root as well. Moon might want to take out this Ancient of War while it's moving in close, because it can take a lot of damage. But immediately, actually, Soccer was bringing in Wisp, but Moon managed to cyclone all 4 in rapid succession. That was really quick. And Soccer's Ancient of War going down, but Moon's still about, and that's going to do a lot of damage. And I think it's a bit late for Soccer to focus it down now. He's going to have to move out. Some very nice fighting there by Moon. And Moon actually going to lose his Ancient of War now, because he's moved the rest of his army back, and obviously the Ancient of War is a lot slower. But Soccer's going to lose these hippogriffs, and these 2 wisps are in the air, and Moon should really move out of their way just so he doesn't get detonated on completely. 700 mana on the Naga, that's very nice. It means lots of forked lightnings, even with mana burn. More mana than hit points, actually, that's quite nice. And a bit of Robot Wars here. Anyone who happened to watch the English TV show and shot it. And looks like Moon's expansion in a bit of trouble here. I imagine he'll let it take a bit more damage while he just builds up a bit more of an army and then come in. But a nice position on the Tree of Eternity here by Soccer. Obviously it has no other use, so it's just nice to sort of position it in an annoying place. And Moon being forced just by the Tree of Eternity to waste a lot more time and actually move into a completely different position. It's actually going to be quite a nice position. And it looks like Moon actually is going to lose his Tree of Life unless he comes in right now. And it looks like that's actually what he's doing. But a very nice position on these dots. Obviously he's just so protected at this point, and assuming it's a TP, at least I assume Soccer has a TP. No, he might not. That's gonna be bad for him if he doesn't have a TP then. Immediately losing his Tinker, and this is why I assume he has a TP, because it's a very bad position otherwise. Obviously Demon Hunter is being cycloned, and Moon's expansion now looks like it's pretty safe. Actually taking a bit of damage. I think not all of Soccer's units are attacking it, so it's a bit careless by him. He should either go for it or he shouldn't. But the Tree of Eternity as well from Soccer down to 200 hit points, so that looks like that's going to go down as well. And so a lot of trouble now for Soccer. He might manage to turn this around. He obviously it's going to be harder now that he doesn't have a strong economy advantage. And level 6 on Moon Seeming Hunter now, and obviously Metamorphosis is just going to be so powerful. Soccer might well just GG out now, because there's not really much he can do unless he can really play it clever. Oh, Moon actually losing his Tinker there to Naga, so bit careless there. And might actually keep Soccer in the game for a bit longer, which I hope it does. I hope Soccer wins, and I think it's still possible, but it's going to be really hard for him. And very nice blocking there by Moon. Means the Demon Hunter goes down, and obviously level 6 Demon Hunter is so strong, and it's just going to cause Moon sort of cause Soccer a whole world of pain until he can get level 6, and it's just so much harder to get level 6 as well. If he attacks fairly soon, then Metamorphosis will still be on cooldown, but he still needs to buy back his Demon Hunter and stuff. Let's just take a look. Sort of the 2,000 gold mine there, and 4,000 mine there, compared to Soccer's really mined a lot more gold. Soccer's mined like 5,000-6,000 more gold. That's pretty impressive stuff that Moon's managed to stay in it this long. I guess he's really capitalized on the small advantages and then just kept on keeping them. And lots of healing potions and invuln pots for level 16 Hunter. Obviously it's so important that he doesn't die. Moon now putting up a wisp here as well. Obviously he knew that Soccer had expanded. I'm not sure why he's putting that wisp there. Maybe he just wants to cause a bit of trouble. And it looks like Soccer's gonna buy back both his dead heroes, and I'm not sure did Moonbite do the same, or is he taverning back, or is he altering back his Tinker? He's altering back his Tinker, which is almost back, but it's gonna mean that until that happens, he's really not gonna want to take a fight. But it looks like he might not have a choice here. He should maybe try bird forming, maybe try Soccer Strike back on him, but it's gonna be pretty tricky for him. And it looks like Soccer's moving around, trying to get the good position, and I'm not sure if Moon will realize this or not. Very bad for Soccer there, or for Moon there, sorry, and he just has to waste loads of Cyclones and then run away again. And meanwhile, Moon only has his 2 heroes here. He doesn't have his Tinker back yet. It should be back any second though. Oh yeah, there it is, back already. And level 5 Tinker, that's just gonna be so strong. The Pocket Factory is just so nice with that, and especially with level 2 Engineering upgrade. Still only 1 staff for Moon as well, but level 6 Naga, and it's unlikely he'll really use